Hi lovelies. So this is the second video I'm recording today for you all. I'm on a run. So what I'm wanting to do today is just show you a really simple practice and technique for clearing your energy field, and it also strengthens your energy field. And if you know that you carry the diamond light in your aura, or if you've had COVID and had the diamond light activation through that, which is what happened with me when both times that I've had COVID, I've had my whole system, mental, physical and energetic, has been cleared out from top to bottom by COVID on both occasions that I've had it. So if you've had that and that sounds like that's what happened with you, if you feel that matches what happened with you, this will replicate that clearing and that cleansing and that strengthening of the aura and the diamond light activation, but without any of the physical nastiness that you get with COVID. So if you felt really cleansed and cleared by it and just wished it didn't hit you over the head like it does with physical symptoms, then you might like this. Also, if you do have long COVID, you might find that this helps as well, because it's just like a very gentle remembering for your energy system of what it gained from that. Okay, and I know COVID's quite a sensitive subject, so I just want to say full respect to everybody that's had it and however it's played out for them. I know it's been different for lots of people, but this is what I found when I had it. Okay, so it's dead simple practice, and you can do it in the morning or at night, and it's particularly nice if you do it just before you go asleep. It's very settling, and at the end of the day it's just like just washes everything away very quickly and very simply. And you don't need to be spiritual or a healer or even believe in any of this to do it and for it to work. It will still do its magic. So what you do is you get yourself in a comfortable position, whatever that is for you. You won't want to do this whilst you're, I don't know, driving or operating machinery, as they say, because it can be quite calming. It can kind of bring you down and calm you down, sort of relax you quite a lot. So you want to make sure that you've got the time to do it. It only takes about 5 minutes. So everybody should be able to gift themselves 5 minutes in a day to do this. I usually do it morning and night now, or, if I get something like, something that maybe just kind of, I can feel it knocks me a little bit because my nervous system is very unregulated with me having complex PTSD and being autistic. It's more difficult to regulate my nervous system. So if I find that happens in the day, I just very quickly run through this. And the more you practice it, the quicker you can actually run through it, and therefore you can do it in about 1 minute. So it's actually really, really good. If you get some upsetting news, for example, you might want to just very quickly do this. And it just grounds you, clears you, holds you and strengthens you through your aura. Okay, so if you want to pause the video to get comfortable, you can do, and then come back to it, but I'm going to start now. Okay, so I'm going to start now. So I'm assuming that you've got comfortable, got cushions, pillows, whatever you need to be comfortable. And I'm just, before you close your eyes or anything, I just want to do a little demonstration that shows you the shape that we're going to create in your aura, because the shape is key. Okay, so I'm going to show you that, and then you can close your eyes and I'll let you know, okay, in case you forget. Okay, so we're going to be creating a diamond shape in the aura, and it's going to be like two triangles together, yeah, and one pointing down. Okay, so it'll be like that. I feel like one of them air hostesses. Like that. And like that, coming into a V. Just maybe stand up so you can see. Oh, I need to be tiptoes because I'm short. So it's like that, yeah. So like two triangles, one upside down that's pointing to the ground, and one on top of that that is pointing up, yeah. And it makes a diamond shape, okay. And you're going to make it with words, and the words that you're going to use is I love you, okay. So if you want to close your eyes and get comfortable, and then we'll begin. Okay, so first off, I just want you to kind of notice what your energy field feels like. And your energy field is just the invisible bit outside of you. And you might already have quite a strong sense of your aura, which is what your energy field is. And if you don't, just kind of maybe sense just outside your skin what that feels like. The bit that you can sort of get a feeling belongs to you, but it's just outside of you. It's that bit. And it doesn't matter what it feels like or whether you can sense it or not. So don't worry if you can't sense it, but also don't worry if it feels horrible, or if you realise things about it. That's okay. We just accept those and that's okay. Okay, so now I just want you to take your attention and your awareness without opening your eyes or looking. And I want you to take it way, 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 way above the middle of your head. So keep going up. You might even be up in the clouds and the sky. Doesn't matter how far up it is, just trust your own instincts with this. Just let it go as far up as it wants to. And mine varies, so sometimes mine's, just a couple of inches above my head, and sometimes it's, like I say, way up with the aeroplanes, being the air hostess again, up in the sky. So once you've got that kind of point where it just naturally, your awareness just stops, maybe in the clouds or in the roof or just above your head, it doesn't matter where it is, it doesn't matter how far up it is. Mine's very far up in the sky, so I'm going to say lots of I love yous because it's further up. Okay, so starting at the top where your awareness is, you just say the words I love you, and you can say them out loud or just imagine them, or I usually write them in the sky with my imagination, but it'll depend on what sort of person you are. You might not be visual, and if you're not, you can just say it or just even intend for the words to be there. I love you, and then it climbs down one underneath as if it's on a ladder. I love you, and again down another step. I love you, and down another step. I love you, and down again. I love you, and down again. I love you. And if you've already reached your top of your head, you can just wait here. I love you, so we're still going to keep going down, those of us that have been high up. I love you, keep going down. I love you, and down another one. I love you. And then when you get to the crown of your head, you just say, I love you, at the crown of your head, okay? I love you. And this one opens the crown chakra, which sits on the top of your head, like a big flower that opens, okay? I love you. And then you're going to go onto your forehead, in the middle, in between your eyes. And this is where your brow chakra is. And you just say, I love you, across there. I love you. And you might want to imagine an eye there that's blinking and open. I love you. And you come to your throat, and somewhere in your throat you will feel a blue flower, or a blue dot maybe. And wherever that is, you just say, I love you, in that place there. And if you feel to put any more I love yous anywhere else on you whilst you're doing this, you should follow those instincts and just do it. But I'm just going to do the very basic exercise. So we then move down to the middle of our chest, in between your heart. So this is your heart chakra, so you say, I love you. And you might get a sense to just say, I love you above that. So that's your higher heart chakra. So I love you, you can say that there. And your lower heart chakra just beneath that middle of your chest. You might want to just say, I love you there, and just let them open. And then you come to around about your stomach, usually around about your navel, your belly button, but you might find it somewhere else because chakras sit just slightly differently on everybody. So this is your yellow one. So you just want to say, I love you, to that bit there. And then you're going to get a little orange chakra, an orange flower just beneath that. And this is usually located near your womb, but in the centre of your body. So you say, I love you, And then underneath that you get a red flower. And this is your root chakra, and you just say, I love you, I love you. And again, if you get any sense to say I love you in any other areas as you come through this, you just say it. Okay, and then we move down to our knees. On each knee we say, I love you, I love you. In your knees you store a lot of emotions that aren't moving through your body as easily as you might like them to. So you just say, I love you, I love you. And that just helps with that. Moving down your legs, you want to go to the bottom of your feet, which is where your earth star chakra is. And you just say, I love you, I love you. So on underneath each foot, I love you, I love you. And then we're going to go into the middle, in between our feet, and keep moving down on a ladder that's going down into the earth, okay? And again, this will be different lengths for everybody, so I'm going to do quite a long length, but if yours is shorter, you just finish when you're ready to, okay? So we're going down the middle bit, in between us, but down into the earth, okay? I love you. Next step down. I love you. Next step down. I love you. Step down again. I love you. And 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 during this bit you might be getting the idea of roots or something sort of anchoring and pulling you down to the earth. If you can feel that, just let it. You can even say, Gaia, please anchor my womb to yours. Gaia, please anchor my womb to yours. So if you're a man, you can say, Gaia, please anchor my womb space to yours. It does the same thing. Okay, and you might just feel that pull down, the anchoring. Okay. And these now are starting to form light around you. I don't know if you might have a sense of that. Things might just feel lighter or easier, or you might start to feel strengthened and stronger or supported or held in some way. Loved, of course. And now I want you to go up to the side of your heart, on the left-hand side, on the outside of your body. So top of your arm, lined up with your heart, and you say, I love you. And this is the point that's creating the diamond. And then you're going across to the right hand side at the same level, so we're roughly level with where the heart is in the body, but on the outside of your arm, and you say, I love you. I love you. Okay, and then we're going to go back down into the earth where the bottom of our awareness is, and we start going up the ladder but behind us. So that was the front of us. Now we're going to do it from behind, and we say, I love you, and we go up a rung. I love you, and up a step. I love you, and up a step again. 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 I love you. And then you're at your earth star chakra beneath your feet again. So underneath each foot you say again at the back of them, I love you, I love you. And then we're going up to the back of our knees, and we say on each knee, I love you, I love you. And then we're coming to the base of our spine, to the red flower that is the root chakra, and we say I love you, and we notice that that's open. And then just one above that is the orange flower, and that is your sacral chakra, and we notice that that's open, and we say I love you. And if you notice something different, by the way, don't worry, just say I love you and carry on. And then roughly at the back of our belly button, on our back, there'll be a yellow flower, and we say I love you. This is solar plexus chakra. And then we move up to just underneath, like around about our rib cage, just underneath our chest, probably round about where your bra strap will be if you're a woman, and that's your lower heart, and you say I love you, and it's on the back of you. And then in the centre back, just above that, almost in between the shoulder blades, maybe just a bit lower, you say I love you, And then just above that, in the higher heart, on your back, you say, I love you. And then the back of your throat, so the back of your neck, you say, I love you. And then the back of your forehead, in between your eyes, if you just go all the way through to the back there, that's your brow chakra with the eye that's open. And you just say, I love you. And then on the top of your head, but at the back, which is your crown chakra, the purple flower, violet flower, you say, I love you. And then you just go up, we're going up that ladder again, and we say, I love you, at the back of us, all the way up above the head, at the back. We start saying, I love you, up into the sky, into the roof, say, I love you, up another step, I love you, up again, 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 I love you, and final one right up there in the clouds, in the heavens, literally, say, I love you. And then we come down behind us to outside our body, outside our arm, level with where our heart is in our body, but on the outside of our arm, starting with the left hand side at the back, and we say, I love you. And then we move across the back, keeping it level, so we're level with the heart, but on the outside of the body, on the right arm, and we say, I love you. And that's it. And you might just want to take a few moments just to notice if you feel any different. Do you feel clearer? Do you feel stronger? It really strengthens my aura, that. And you might get a sense of like a shimmering light. I get like the diamond light, so I get like the prism of light that a diamond gives off. I get lines like that in a diamond shape. But it might be totally different for you, and it doesn't really matter whether you can sense it or not. It's still a good practice to do because it does still work. Okay, so you might want to stay with that for a while, and if you do, that's okay. And you might even feel called to do it again. And whenever you feel called to do it, just keep practicing it, because you can do it quicker and quicker the more practice that you get. Okay, so again, that's for cleansing, strengthening the aura, clearing it out, and for holding more of the diamond light in it, okay, and anchoring yourself and the diamond light to earth. So a great one to practice. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Come round at your own pace, and I'll be back with more. Bye bye. Lots of love.